Celebrating another birthday this week. Jesus' birthday. So I have the Christmas tree right here. Christmas
That's right.
is on Saturday. So
Yes.
Merry Christmas to all of you. We hope that you enjoy time with family or friends if you are able to do so.
Yeah.
What do you like to do to celebrate Christmas, David?
Well, one thing that I love is something that we will find in our Christmas article this week is listening to Christmas music. So my family, we had like, there are a couple of songs that we talk about in the article and I love how we kind of get into the lyrics, into the deeper meaning. I also think there were certain albums that my family would listen to for certain things during Christmas. There was a certain album that we would listen to while we were decorating the tree, and it was like a record album.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
like the black.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
Yeah. My mom would my mom has a very large collection of records and a lot of Christmas music on records. So there was an album we would listen to when we were decorating the tree. There was albums we would listen to while we were opening.
Do you remember
presents.
which one it was? The album that you listened to when you decorated the tree?
I remember all the songs that are on it, but I don't remember the name because it's something really old.
What's one of your favorite Christmas songs?
One of my favorites. One of my favorite Christmas songs, I think, actually is. Oh, it's hard to say my favorite, but in my top 3 is "O Come, Emmanuel."
Emmanuel means God with us.
And it's also my middle name.
There we go. That's why it's his favorite. One of his favorites, right?
Yeah, you know that song? O come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel.
Yeah, I know that. It's a nice song. It really sets the mood, sets the scene.
Yeah,
right for Christmas.
and I think one of the reasons I love that song so much is that I have memories of being a kid and singing that song and some other songs while holding candles in our church at night on Christmas Eve. And it's all dark except for the candlelight and like the sound, everyone's singing together, and it just felt like a very magical experience. It's one of my favorite like Christmas memories.
I love that. I love going to church on Christmas Eve, lighting a candle, singing some songs, celebrating the season. I'm planning to do that this year as well. So really special.
How about you, Brandon? What is one of your favorite Christmas songs?
One of my favorite Christmas songs is "O Holy Night."
Oh, yeah.
So majestic. It's really hard to sing, so I will not try that.
Oh, holy night. Come on.
That part we can do, but it gets really high.
Fall on your knees.
Yes.
Is it too much? Do some people say too much?
Absolutely beautiful song. If you don't know that song, I invite you to check that out. And that's a beautiful song. There's so many things that come along with the Christmas season. So we're talking about, some of our favorite things that we like to do to celebrate. And it might look different here for us than, for example, back at home in America. So if I'm back at home in the U.S., Christmas Eve means I'm gathering with my immediate family as well as my extended family, eating a huge meal and opening some Christmas presents, and it's amazing, and we eat way too much, of course. What about you, David? Do you have like a favorite memory of Christmas?
Cranberry ginger ale.
Ooh, I've never had that.
That's what I'm going to say.
Where is it?
Cranberry
You got the
ginger ale.
tree.
It's not here. It's not. I cannot find this wonderful thing here in Taiwan yet, although you can get everything else here. I can probably go to Jason's and buy it.
Yes.
But for like 700 NT. But anyway, that's beside the point. No, I say that because whenever we would have our big Christmas meal, I remember like my mom making, sometimes like for Thanksgiving it was always turkey, right? So for Christmas you can also do turkey, or you can do ham, like a candied ham. And my mom would sometimes make this ham, and she would have this
candy on it?
Yeah, well, it was kind of, because it was like this kind of gravy, like a sweet,
like a glaze,
sauce, a glaze.
There you
go.
go.
A glaze, right? It was called candied ham, and there was pineapple slices on it, and there'd be so many delicious dishes, and we would always drink this special kind of ginger ale that was cranberry flavored. Ginger ale is like basically what it's like fizzy ginger flavored soda with too much sugar, and we would drink this kind that was like cranberry flavored, so it was red, and it was only this time of year that we would get to drink it, so it was just this like a special thing, It wasn't the best part of the meal. The best part of the meal was my mom's cooking, but it was like a special thing that I remember, like, oh, especially excitement. But another thing I remember we would do every year is we would watch Christmas movies. Specifically, we would watch the Charlie Brown Christmas special and a movie called It's a Wonderful Life, which you can probably watch on YouTube because it's public domain.
It is?
Yes, that's the reason why it got so popular.
Really?
Is because someone didn't renew the license when it went up for public domain. So it just became like any TV station could take it and put it on
That's good
TV.
to know, because I was thinking of renting it or buying it just last night.
I don't think you got to do that.
But I don't have to do that. I didn't do it. Instead, I watched Miracle on 34th Street, which is a really old movie. They have a remake that was done several years ago, but that is a kind of a, heartwarming story about Santa Claus and that sort of thing. So it's a lot of fun to watch that. And I've also watched both Home Alones, or the first two Home Alones.
Great movies.
Those are good.
Yes. You know that one? That's the movie about. It's a charming movie. You should check it out.
It's about a kid who's
home alone.
Right.
Yes. It's also a very important American cultural point. So it's, maybe it's not anymore, but for our generation, certainly. It's something we all.
So those are some suggestions for you if you're looking for some Christmas movies. Sometimes I'm looking for suggestions for those. Last night, actually, I was scrolling on Google, like, what are some Christmas classics, and how many times have I watched Christmas movies? But sometimes maybe you missed one, right?
Yeah.
And so those are some things to try out. Well, we hope that you are having a great Christmas season, and we do have an article about Christmas this week. We talk about Christmas music, which we've already discussed. That's a pretty good article to check out. And on the third day, we also talk about the meaning of Christmas, which sometimes can get lost amidst all the decorations and the fun.
That's right. And something that I've been doing with my family this year that I really recommend is having a kind of Advent time, right? So Advent is a word that just means coming, like something is coming. And in the case of Christmas, the Christmas Advent is just celebrating the meaning of Christmas in the days that are leading up to Christmas, which Christmas Day is the day we celebrate Jesus being born.
Yeah.
So it's a really great way to kind of think about the true meaning of Christmas as you're leading up to the big day.
So what do you do in order to celebrate Advent?
Well, one thing that we do is we, at least in my church, in many churches, they have special candles that they light. And each candle represents a different part of kind of Jesus and what he has done for the world by being born and by doing all that he did on earth. So there's a candle for peace, for hope, for joy, for love, and then some places also have a fifth candle, which is the Christ candle. So, like, each week leading up to Christmas Day, you're lighting a different candle, remembering a different element of what Christ brings into the world when he comes.
So I've been doing some things with Advent as well. I have a book that has every day there's a reading and so forth, and a scripture from the Bible, and it really helps you to reflect not only on Jesus and what he's done for you, but also like what's going on in your life. And this is a great time of year to do that too, because we have an article coming up later, actually next week at the end of the week, that talks about reflecting, and it's a great time of the year to do that. We were actually having a conversation about that this morning, about the importance of like pausing and like taking time to reflect on your life, because sometimes we're so busy we just move on to the next thing and we don't gain the benefit from the good things that have been going on in our lives, and also learn from maybe the mistakes or things that aren't going so well.
Yeah, you need time to process the blessings and challenges so that you can really move forward as a more complete person. But it's like, I always think of it as like if anyone who likes to work with computers, sometimes your computer needs to defrag, right? Take all this data that's everywhere and then just kind of scan everything and put everything back into where it needs to go so that it can move forward and be more healthy. And we need to do that too. All these experiences and thoughts and feelings and emotions and blah, you need some time to just stop, take everything, put it where it needs to be, and then you can move forward as a more complete person.
Absolutely. Our souls get messy, and we need time to sort of let things settle so we can try to figure things out a bit, right? So it's a great time to do that here as we come to the end of 2021. It's
That's
crazy,
right?
right? But we'll talk more about New Year's
Yes.
as we get into that. We still
Tune in next week.
Yeah, we still have some time, right? Coming up with Christmas. So we hope all of you have a blessed Christmas time with your family and your friends. We do have a question for you as well.
Yes, we do. I think it was popped up on the screen one or two times during the show. Just we want to know, what is something you like to do during the Christmas season? We know that we're not in America, right? But here in Taiwan, Christmas has become more and more a part of the cultural landscape. You go out to Banqiao and you see the mega city with the crazy light display.
Yeah, I went to Taipei 101 area recently, and it's beautiful there as well.
Yeah, and then like Zhongxiao Dunhua, there's a whole thing there, right? All these lights and stuff.
And I love seeing neighborhoods getting involved. The neighborhood I live in, I saw them putting out Christmas lights in the area.
Oh, that's
I'm like,
cool.
oh, this is
That's
awesome.
really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're just kind of wondering, as Christmas is becoming a more popular thing in Taiwan, what is something that you like to do to celebrate Christmas? Let us know in the comments below.
Thank you guys. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
See you next week, next Monday at 1.
Next Monday, 1 o'clock, live.
See ya.
Merry Christmas.